Yo, good evening, everyone in the USA, Canada, all over the world. Long Island, aka Strong Island, plus the five spots of Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Staten Island, and Queens. I'm your man, G Money Stacks, aka the misunderstood Lonely Nomad, the Gregonator, YouTuber, host with the most, the independent, the unstoppable independent podcaster and rookie podcaster of Queens, New York, and you are now rocking with excellent, fun, vibrant podcast, the Sports Edition Show, episode 22. We're live and direct from StreamYard, YouTube, and alongside with myself is the Instagram live feed of the podcast show page. Make sure you turn your notifications on Instagram. So when I'm on Instagram Live, you can say hi to me. You can chime in on the topics and all that other stuff in sports. So there you go. Now, as far as how I'm doing mentally, physically, and spiritually, for the most part, you know, I'm doing all right for the most part. I try to steer away from the bullshit, the bullshit that's been going on, which I'm not gonna get into right here. Anyway, man. Um, but I did had a weird Friday actually. So, so I basically was at work Friday, and for me, the crazy part is, um, a lady asked me, since I'm a guy, the way she phrased it to be exact, basically asked me, since I'm a guy, which silverware style is good. And I'm quickly looking at her as if she's nuts. You know what I'm saying? It's just fucking ridiculous. Like, why are you asking me this shit? And then and then she gonna bring up the fact that she has a son. Look, but what is so if you have a son, why didn't you bring your son with you to the supermarket to check out the silverware styles? That's the part that kind of threw me off, though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's pretty much what it is, though, man. Um, and as far as mental health check-in, man, listen, make sure you reach out to your loved ones, especially your your, your wives, your husbands, your boyfriends, your girlfriends, your friends, especially those that you are cool with at work, that you work with. Um, of course, make sure um you basically, reach out to one another. There is no good time to reaching out to somebody. Like, you can't put a time frame on everything. Um, it's all about following your mind, your soul, um, your heart, your instincts, and your confidence. Um, because it's 365 days in a year. So you don't need to put a lot of pressure on yourself on determining on which time is good to reach out. So you don't have to wait till mental health day or mental health awareness month like in May to actually, show that you care. So there you go right there. And now we're going to go into a little thing that I like to call the quick side bleacher bar. We're going to get into this first story in regards to Chris Webber. So just, yeah. All right. As I said, the first topic has to do with Chris Webber. And seems like he has a little project that's going on. So let's get into it. Hang on for 1 second. Okay, this is what's going on with Chris Webber according to Deadline. All right, so NBA Hall of Famer Chris Webber's memoir by God's Grace to be developed for TV. Exclusive NBA Hall of Famer Chris Webber's memoir by God's Grace is being developed into a TV series by Picture Start ahead of the book's release November 15th. The project is currently being shot to networks and streamers. The adaptation focuses on Weber's youth and journey as part of the University of Michigan's famed Fab Five. From amateur athletics to national championships, the series will tackle the triumphs and hardships of a life and career spent chasing basketball greatness while examining many of the topical issues of equity between schools and players. End quote. I've been waiting over 25 years to tell my story, and I'm honored to partner with Eric Feig and Picture Start. Um, Weber said in a statement to Deadline. The series offers a unique opportunity to provide perspective on my upbringing, to explore the nuances of high school sports, and share details from my career and personal events that shaped my life. I'm so grateful for all of the thrilling peaks and challenges throughout my journey, and for the platform to convey my narrative to both new and established audiences and viewers. Chris' story and the story of the Fab Five is that incredible perspective that hits on so many things, um, like basketball for sure, but family, friends, perseverance, yeah, perseverance, race, class, celebrity, and all the possibilities and complexities of the American dream. Working with Chris on this series is a dream come true for so many of us at Picture Start, and we can't wait to bring it to audiences around the world, said Feig, Picture Start's founder and CEO. Feig, Sammy Kim, Fa- Fave, Jessica Switch, Switch. Oh man, and Royce Reeves, Darby will executive produce the project. Peter Gilbert will also serve as executive producer and previously partnered with Weber to launch Weber Gilbert Productions. Kashmir Originals, Russell Raydo, will serve as a writing executive producer. Weber is rep by Levita Willis, not to be confused with Bruce Willis, but you know what I'm saying. Um, so yeah. Um, all right, so let's get into some basketball stuff before we get into some baseball news. Um, okay. So time is running out for Ben Simmons. Wow. That has to be crazy though, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. Um, so why is it wait a second. Wait a second. Wait. Um, yeah, so it seems like time is running out for Ben Simmons. So, okay. Since being traded to the Brooklyn Nets, every Ben Simmons injury update has been negative. The former Philadelphia Sixers star has been out due to a herniated disc, which is something that every athlete is familiar with. That has to do with the back. And hold on a second. Yeah, sorry about that. Unfortunately, somebody was doing a little crazy with behind the wheel and stuff, burning the tires and stuff. So, oh my gosh. Anyways, yeah, yeah, the former Philadelphia 76ers star has been out due to a herniated disc, pushing his debut with the Nets back further and further as they gear up for the postseason. It's looking like their newest star will not be able to contribute. Fortunately, the Nets got a little nugget of good news regarding their young stars' uh, rehab. Head coach Steve Nash told reporters that he is starting to do more as he works to get back on the court. Simmons got some shots up ahead the Nets regular season finale against the Indiana Pacers. The catch with Simmons' workout is that the Nets still do not know when they still do, hold on a second. Hold on a minute here. Yeah. Yeah, they still do not know when he will be available to play. This ultimately means that unless Brooklyn makes a very deep playoff run, Simmons will have to wait until next season to suit up for them. Although this has been the team's mindset for a while, it is still unfortunate for them that a Simmons a Ben Simmons injury update has usually meant bad news. For the first good one is too little too late. The Nets will, barring a huge change, have to accept that Simmons will not be suiting up the season. It is surely a disappointing first season for the three-time All-Star, but he has his prime years ahead of him and should thrive next to Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving once he gets the chance. Simmons' defense and playmaking should make him a great fit. Let's see. Yeah, yeah, that's pretty much bad news on that's pretty much bad news on the Brooklyn Nets. So that's just man, that's crazy, man. All right. Okay. So we can go into another basketball story. Um we got Kevin Durant. Okay, Kevin Durant, right? So, scoring points and dunking on people on the internet are two things Kevin Durant does well. The Brooklyn Nets star is known for being active on Twitter. On Sunday, Durant was flat out over it after a Boston Celtics fan criticized the superstar small forward. There were multiple tweets from Nick Gelso, but he finally caught Kevin Durant's attention. The Nets star sent a tweet that might just be his best yet. It doesn't look like Gelso responded, which makes sense because Durant um, obliterated this poor man into the stratosphere. That man has a family, Kevin. Maybe I don't personally know, but did, if he did, that's what I say in response to Kevin Durant's tweet. Not only does Durant dunk on the competition in the NBA, but the next star frequently dunks on random people on Twitter. He's easily become one of the most entertaining players in the league as he's just a savage online as he is on the court. Hopefully, the Nets receive this level of dominance from Kevin Durant in Sunday's game. Brooklyn takes on the Indiana Pacers in their final game of the season. If Durant helps lead his team to victory, they should be participating in the play-in game for the postseason. If not, then things could get interesting for this organization. Luckily for them, the Pacers are one of the worst teams in the league. The Nets just need to make sure they win and they are in. We'll see how it plays out as the game tips off at 3:30 p.m. Eastern. Yes, that's interesting right there. Man, let's see. That's interesting right there though. I will say this though. Hang on a second. Okay, we have LeBron James. Okay, we got a little more basketball news here. So LeBron James put up historic numbers this season by any measure whatsoever, factoring in the advanced stage of the Los Angeles Lakers superstar's career, though puts his remarkable statistical exploits in even more um, rarefied air. It's basically undisputed at this point that James' age 37 season was the best all the time. Unfortunately for James, his individual brilliance didn't translate to team success. The rebuilt Lakers were championship favorites coming into 2021 to 2022, but were eliminated from postseason contention earlier this week, capping one of the most disappointing seasons in the history. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow. I can see why LeBron James and the team are so fucking butthurt right now, man. I had to do it, man. It's just to make a point in regards to how the Lakers are being knocked off, which is unfortunate because it's very unfortunate, which is kind of bad news right there, though. Um, that's crazy, though, man. Um, so though injuries weren't the only factor behind Los Angeles struggles, they certainly played a major part in the purple and gold, excuse me, falling to depths of missing the play in tournament. James last played on April 1st, missing Los Angeles 2 games before then due to a nasty ankle injury he suffered in the short-handed Lakers crucial loss to New Orleans New Orleans Pelicans a few days earlier. Um James' year was over before Los Angeles postseason hopes were dashed, but the team officially ruled him out on Friday. Ooh, I wonder what they would. Let's see what they ruled him out on. Let's see. Yeah, so the Los Angeles Lakers ruled LeBron James out for the season. So the Los Angeles Lakers announced that LeBron James will miss the final 2 games of the 2021 to 2022 NBA season due to a left ankle sprain. LeBron James' left ankle was recently reevaluated by Lakers medical staff, and it was determined that due to the ankle sprain James suffered in a game on March 27th, he will miss the remainder of the 2021 to 22 NBA season to allow for continued healing and expected full recovery. The team posted on Twitter. LeBron sprained his ankle in a matchup with the New Orleans Pelicans on March 27th. After the game, he called the sprain horrible. LeBron also spent the past 2 months playing often spectacularly through a sore and swollen left knee that he acknowledged wouldn't heal until after the postseason. That can begin now. James, age 37, has missed 5 of the Lakers' 6 games since the ankle sprain, including the past 3. The Lakers have lost 8 games in a row and were officially eliminated from playoff contention on Tuesday. LeBron only appeared in 1 game after this now infamous April Fool's tweet. Yeah, LeBron needed to appear in 2 more games to be eligible to become the oldest player in the NBA history to win the scoring title. James will wrap up his 19th season with averages of 30.3 points, 8.2 rebounds, and 6.3 assists per game on .524 slash .355 slash .756 shooting splits. Hold on 1 second, folks, as I take a sip of this water right here. Stay with me. All right. Okay. LeBron, Anthony Davis, um, foot soreness, Russell Westbrook shoulder soreness, and Kamala Anthony all sat out. The Lakers lost to the Golden State Warriors on Thursday. At the moment, the team has not formally announced if AD, Russ, and Melo will play against the Oklahoma City Thunder on Friday. Fan Appreciation Day at Crypto.com Arena, which I don't understand why would they name that shit. It's so fucking annoying to me, man. Or the season finale at the Denver Nuggets on Sunday. Yeah, that's the question. Yeah, so here we are. Now, here we go. Let's see. What else in basketball news we could talk about here? Oh, wait. Wait a minute here. Wait a minute here. Okay, Zion Williamson. All right. Let's get to it. So, what we have here is so Zion Williamson's perfect reaction to jaw dropping Ja Morant block during Grizzlies versus Pelicans. Okay, Ja Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies are a walking highlight reel. The young team has been electrifying all season. Excuse me. Evoking shades of the old school Showtime Lakers with their style of play. At the head of the operations is Morant, who has had his fair share of insane, seemingly impossible highlights all year long. During his return from injury against the Pelicans, the Grizzlies star gave a fellow 2019 draftee one hell of a show from the bench as Larry Nance Jr. was going up for a hook shot. Ja Morant skied for an insane block that had Zion Williamson shaking in shock from the bench. Um, and, and obviously, this is from Clutch Points website, so you guys are more than welcome to check out the website yourselves for any stories or what's going on in sports. So what crazy what crazy about Morant's what is crazy about Morant's block is that it arguably isn't his most impressive denial of the season. Earlier in the year, the Grizzly star showed off his crazy hops, absolutely obliterating this shot against the Lakers with two hands. The disrespect. Yeah, yeah, of course. Yeah, 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 of course, though, man. Of course, though. Of course, Morant shines the brightest not on offense, but on defense. The Grizzly star, the Grizzly star's accent to greatness has been exhilarating to watch this season. Morant's playmaking and outside shooting has vastly improved this year, coupled with his silky handles and athleticism. And you'd be hard pressed to find a more entertaining player to watch in the NBA than Ja. The Grizzlies aren't just the team that has John Morant though. With their star missing a significant chunk of games, their supporting cast has stepped up to the plate. It's one of the biggest reasons why they've kept the number 2 seed in the West without having Ja. This excellent supporting cast is going to be the key factor in a potential title run for Memphis. Interesting. You know what this shit reminds me of? That one Dave Chappelle episode when he was playing one of the NBA games against this kid who against this kid who was in the hospital that had cancer and stuff like that. He dunks on the guy. He dunks on the kid, and and I'm like, yo, this has to be the most embarrassing shit that you. If you get dunked on at a basketball court in front of people, man, of course you're gonna be embarrassed, man. Of course you're gonna be fucking embarrassed though. That's so fucking hilarious to me. And that's what's so entertaining about basketball, man. You get to embarrass people by breaking their ankles and all that other shit. That's the beauty of sports is entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's basically what I take from this shit though, man. You know what I mean? Um so yeah, that's gonna really all right. What else can we talk about in this episode today? Um I'm actually going to go to let's go to before I even go to the Adidas story, let's go to Tyreek Hill dust hold on a second. Okay, and this is according to TMZ Sports. Tyreek Hill dust women's football team hilarious video. So okay, this is from TMZ Sports. We might as well start giving Tyreek Hill speeding tickets at this point. The former Chiefs wide out dusted an entire women's flag football team this week, and the whole thing was caught on video. Hill, who recently inked a 4-year, $120 million, of course, $72.2 million is a guaranteed contract with the Dolphins. Is by far one of the fastest players in the NFL and has even called out Usain Bolt for a race. Oh man. Cheetah is living up to his rep because he outran the entire Lady Warriors flag football team at Hebrew Academy Miami Beach Middle School. Oh man. In this wild clip, Hill waits for the entire squad to get close
as close as possible before he suddenly plants in the ground and makes a cut up the field, and then it's off the fences. Yo, that's crazy, man. But hilarious at the same time, too. Yeah. Oh my gosh. At the end, Hill even slowed down to give the ladies a chance to catch up to him and pull his legs, but no dice. No fucking dice. Wow. Wow. I know what they mean about no dice, folks. It's like you got no chance to catching up. That's what that means. So now, in fairness, Hill, who ran at 4.29 40-yard dash when he participated in the NFL Combine, clearly has the wheels to beat pretty much anyone in a race. So the Lady Warriors shouldn't hang their heads at all. Oh wow. So this is from um um Dove Kleeman from Twitter, and he says the hashtag Bills were so scared of what Tyreek Hill did on the play that on the next drive on defense, although there were only 13 seconds, the play way off, which allowed the hashtag Chiefs to drive for a field goal and go to overtime to win the game. Wow. Wow, that's crazy right there. Hill routinely embarrassed defenders on Sundays, so no shame, Lady Dubs. Ooh, yeah. You gotta admit, man, that shit is pretty funny though. For the most part, that shit is mad funny though. I'm not even gonna hold you. You race against women, right? If you're racing against women and you're basically creaming the shit out of them, yo, that is that's like unheard of right there. Until I just read this story, that is so fucking crazy right there, man. That's embarrassing though. You gotta admit, man, that shit was embarrassing. That he creamed the shit out of the ladies. I was like, damn, man. And he's the fastest athlete. That's the crazy part. Wow. Wow. You can look at the video on TMZ.com and you go to TMZ Sports where you can see the video for yourself. Tyreek Hill. The headline just said Tyreek Hill creamed the living daylights out of the women. That should have been the headline right there, man. Oh my gosh, man. Wow. Anyways, man, that's crazy. Um, oh my gosh, man. So in other sports news, man, we need to talk about the Adidas shit, man. Um, so basically, okay, here's what's going on here. So the Masters and Waffle House are coming together thanks to Adidas. The company unveiled its Tour 360 White Waffle House edition earlier this week, and it is now on sale. This limited edition shoe, available in both men's and women's sizing and various colors, is available on Thursday, April the 7th, which passed already. um at the website adidas.com the same day as the opening round of the 86 Masters. The men's shoes are listed at 220. No, hold on. $210, while the women's are priced at 200. If there is a show that screams Waffle House, this is it. The upper of this unique Tour 360 22 is an off-white batter-like colorway, similar to the batter that is constantly filling waffle irons at Waffle House locations. The square shapes inside the waffles are represented and embossed across the premium full-grain leather waterproof, of course, is a 1 year warranty to give it an eye catching design. Across the signature three stripes, there is a checkered waffle pattern in dark brown as a nod to the legendary waffles being cooked. them shits look fucking ugly, man. Oh shit. Oh man. So the instantly recognizable yellow sign of Waffle House is also featured on the heel. The shoe features special yellow sock liners with both the Adidas and Waffle House logos. The outside is transparent and captures the pour of maple syrup underneath the new Spike More traction system. The shoebox is also designed to look like the restaurant. Of course, check out the information here, which I will do that right now. Actually, let's do this. Um, yeah, this is according to the Adidas website. This is crazy, man. As you, I don't know, man. See, the Waffle House for men. Let's see. You probably don't know. Um, all right, this is just nuts, man. I don't know. Um, this is crazy. Hold on a second. Yeah, I did see a picture of it already, but um, and I have to be a little honest though. It's pretty. I don't know, man. I don't know if anybody would actually cop one of these shits though, man. That's not to say that it's not to say that like this is so fucking weird. Look, um, you can look at the website, and this is off of the website at www.al.com/sports. 2022 for Masters 2022 Adidas Waffle House. All right. So you can look at the picture yourself and you and you decide whether you want to cop that shit or not. Um so yeah. Now another in other Adidas news, this has to do because I saw this I saw another one which has to do with anything related anything related to soccer. So here we go. Um so Generation Adidas Cup Rising, what is it? Was it 10? I think it's 10. Yeah, because X is 9. Okay, so Rising 10, which prospect will become the next MLS star? Um, that's Major League Soccer. Um, this year's edition of the Generation Adidas Cup kicks off this weekend, returning for 2022 after a 2 year hiatus. Under 15 and under 17 MLS Academy teams are set to battle it out against each other and some top youth academies from around the world. Um, there's a long list of successful pros that have appeared at Generation Adidas Cups over the years, and this year is certain to have plenty more top prospects. Of course, here's a look at the Rising 10 for the 2022 generation Adidas Cup Rising 10 presented by Body Armor. Several have already turned professional and will look to showcase their current ability and potential in Frisco, Tex- Texas this week. Of course, goalkeeper um Emmanuel Ochoa turned pro all the way. Hang on a second, man. Yeah, this is a whole yeah. All the way back in November 2019, signed with the San Jose Earthquakes when he was just 14 years old. He's yet to make the breakthrough and get first team minutes. Um, though he did not, he did see time with the Earthquakes. The second in the first couple weeks of MLS Next Pro. He will backstop one of the top teams in the age group going up against River Plate, Nashville, South Carolina, and DC United in Group J. So Noah Cobb, Atlanta United signed pro on a homegrown deal with Atlanta United that kicks in at the start of 2023. Noah Cobb is a center back prospect that's earned big minutes with Atlanta United the second in the past year. That experience should help him anchor Atlanta's under 17s and help set the foundation for a successful week in Frisco. Midfielder, Brooklyn Reigns, Houston Dynamo. The talented prospect continues to get integrated after signing a Houston Dynamo FC on a homegrown deal earlier this year. A central midfielder that's shown plenty of promise at the youth level. Brooklyn Reigns is expected to feature for Houston's under 17 squad. Um, Jude Wellings, Salt Lake, another 2 day central midfield prospect. Jude Wellings is set to play for RSL's U17 squad. He's shown a relatively high ceiling while earning big minutes for the Real Monarchs in 2021 and signed a homegrown deal with Real Salt Lake earlier in 2022. His savvy, experience, and quality, despite his age, are all extremely impressive at this stage of his young career. Um, this is crazy though. Um, so so these are the players that's in here. So Jude Wellings, you have Esmer. I'm not even gonna try to. I'm not even gonna try to butcher the guy's last name. So I'm just gonna call him by his first name. Asmir from New England Revolution. Reed Baker, Whiting, Seattle Sounders. Um, we have Andre Gital, Houston Dynamo. Benzo Estrella, New York Red Bulls. Noel Buck, New England Revolution. Felipe Valencia, Inter Miami CF. Forward, Axel K, Real Salt Lake. And of course, there you have it right there, though. I know there's some other stuff that was going to be. There was some other shit. There was some other ones that was actually. There was another one. Um. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. That's gonna really. Yeah. All right. Let's get into. Hold on a minute here. What did I talk about here? Oh, okay. Okay. As you. Okay, we can talk about an update with Dom Smith in baseball news. All right. Um. As you may know, I actually talked about it recently in regards to the rumor in the air about him getting traded to the San Diego Padres. So this is what's going on here. This has been like what recently. So Dom Smith doesn't get to pick for what team he plays or how much, but can control his attitude towards the situation. Um, as spring training nears conclusion, the Mets' first baseman outfielder DH is part of a crowded landscape in the lineup. To start the season, at least it appears Smith won't receive everyday at bats, and yet it's a proposition he says he is willing to accept. And he says, in quote, I think everyone's goal is to win a World Series, and I think we have a pretty good chance to, Smith said Monday after the Mets and Astros played to a 3-3 Grapefruit League tie. I am just here doing what I can to help this team win ball games. Playing in November, that's our goal. All I know is I am a Mets player and I play and work for this organization. All I could do is show up every day and play hard and do what I can to help this team win ball games. Smith's name surfaced last weekend as part of a potential trade that would have sent him to the Padres for Chris Paddock. I'm not even sure what the hell's going on here. Let's screw this comments. Um, yeah, Emilio Pagan and Eric Hosmer. The deal would have brought the Mets needed pitching and perhaps allowed the 26-year-old Smith to play every day with the Padres. Smith wouldn't say whether he was happy or unhappy the trade designated, but indicated that he doesn't feel disrespected by the Mets for including his name in the proposal. Um, and he said, I have been part of trade rumors my whole career. So this is something that is not new to me and something where it's just going to be a part of the game, Smith said. It's obvious good to be wanted. It means you are obviously a pretty good player, and that's what Buck Showalter said. So that is just a little bit of high praise to me, but I'm here. I don't think I am going to get traded until it happens, and I am happy to be here, happy to be a Met. I love this organization, I love the city, and love the team. Said so worker guys who aren't good players kind of don't get taught talked about a lot. Smith struggled last season, bothered by a torn LeBron in his left shoulder that kept secret. But in camp, he's shown flashes of the player who helped carry the team lineup in 2020. On Monday, he went 2 for 3, which included his second homer of the spring, and raised his Grapefruit League batting average to 440. He was later asked about a report over the weekend that indicated he would rather be elsewhere playing every day than part time with the Mets. I don't think any player in the big leagues want to be part-time player or a backup player. So if the opportunity is out there, who wouldn't want to play every day? Smith said. Those exact words didn't come from my mouth, but I'm here. It's out of my control. I can't trade myself and I can't put myself in the lineup. All I could do is show what I can, and that's what I do out on the field, and that's all I plan to do. Play hard and play well. And that's exactly what he's been doing, man. With Pete Alonso at first base and Mark Cannon in left field, Smith likely won't start at either position in the DH mix. He will share at bats with Robbie Cano and JD Davis. I'm ready to play outfield, Smith said. I'm ready to play first. I'm ready to DH. I'm ready to come off the bench. I'm I'm just here happy and I just can't wait, can't wait until the season starts because that is when it really counts. It's good to have a little success now, but that doesn't mean anything. Yeah, yeah, of course, man. Of course you want him to. Of course you want Dom Smith to play. You know, certain situations, certain opportunities comes once in a lifetime and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, he I feel like he's proven to be the best player he could be. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's not playing every day, at least he has roles of being a DH. He has a little bit of a little playing time at first base. And of course, because Mark Cannon is playing left field, that's not he's not sweating this shit, folks. He's not sweating this shit, man. He's not phased about the fucking rumors, man. So he's not phased about that. So that's what it is, man. So it is what it is. So he's not sweating it. So let's get into a little something something. And obviously Tyler McGill. Yes, Tyler McGill basically was the Mets starter opener. Of course, um let's take a look at this. Um yeah. Um so recently Mets Tyler McGill shatters expectations in opening day victory over Nationals. Mets starter Tyler McGill shattered all expectations in his first career opening day start, leading his team to a victory over the Nationals to open up the regular season. Um, and it was a night that Tyler McGill will never forget in DC. That the right hander took the mound as the Mets starting pitcher on opening day as an improbable replacement for injured ace Jacob DeGrom. And the second year hurler shattered all expectations in what was likely his first audition to take DeGrom's spot in the rotation until the two-time Cy Young Award winner is ready to return from the injured list. McGill went a total of 5 scoreless innings on 68 pitches, 47 strikes. He allowed 3 hits, struck out 6 batters, and did not issue a walk as he picked up the win in the Mets 5-1 victory. The Nationals in game 1 of the 2022 regular season. All right. I did watch that game, so let's make some noise for that. In quotes, I'll remember this one, McGill said of his first career opening day start. The first of many. McGill, age 26, came out firing bullets in the opening inning against the Nationals, throwing the 5 fastest pitches of his career, maxing out at 99.1 miles per hour on his 4-seam fastball. McGill worked a 1-2-3 first inning with a pair of strikeouts and a soft grounder off the bat of superstar Juan Soto. One thing McGill has been lauded for throughout his brief time as a big leaguer is his composure. Prior to the contrast, no, excuse me, prior to the contest, Mets manager Buck Showalter mentioned McGill's low post and ability to stay within reality. Um, as two traits that impress him about the young starter. And these characteristics were on full display when he escaped tough jams in back-to-back innings. McGill twice erased prime scoring chances by the Nationals in the second and third. McGill first induced a 5-4-3 inning, ending double play with two men on the mound on and one out in the second. In the third inning, he got out of first and third trouble with one out by striking out Soto and getting Nelson Cruz to ground out. Attack the hitters, McGill said of his strategy when facing Soto and Cruz, two tough hitters in this situation. Beat the strike zone in ways to let them get themselves out. Soto, of course, is one of the best hitters in baseball, but that didn't stop McGill from beating him on a 98 miles per hour fastball for a crucial strikeout. He's probably one of the more fun bats to pitch to, McGill said of Soto. He's very competitive. I find myself to be very competitive as well. So going to no no toe to toe with a guy like that is always fun. Um, Guy of his caliber as a pitcher, that's someone you want to get out. McGill and Nationals left-handed starter Patrick Corbin matched each other with zeros through four. Although the Mets were close to scoring their first run of the season in the top of the fourth, Pete Alonso was gunned down at the plate by um, Alcides Escobar while trying to score from first base on an Eduardo Escobar double. Um, However, they would not be denied in the following inning. The Mets loaded the bases again. Corbin, who proceeded to hit James McCann with a pitch to force in the first run of the ball game and season for New York. That was all for Corbin, who exited the contest with the bases still loaded and nobody out. Reliever Victor Arano came on to replace him, allowing a run on Starling Marte's fielder's choice, but he was able to get out of the jam without giving up any additional damage beyond this play. Corbin's final line on the night was 4 innings, 2 earned runs on 5 hits, 4 strikeouts, and 2 walks. The left-hander suffered the loss in this outing as the Nats offense was unable to grab a lead at any point in this game. Um, in the top, in the top of the sixth, the Mets offense ignited a two-out rally after Alonso advanced to second base on a wild pitch from righty Austin Vault. Robbie Cano drew a walk, which then saw RB RBI single into left center to put the Mets up 3-zip. Jeff McNeil went back to back with Canna for an RBI single of his own, which scored another run for the Mets. Soto got the Nats on the board with a solo home run off Trevor May in the bottom of the sixth, but the Mets would retaliate almost immediately. With the Mets up 4-1 in the top of the seventh, JD Davis led off with a double before Francisco Lindor drove him home with an RBI single to the opposite field. Despite a slow start, the Mets bats scored a total of 5 runs on the night. Cano, Alonso, McNeil, and Canna all recorded 2 hits apiece, and minus McCann, each member of the Mets starting lineup notched a hit. McCann was hit by 2 pitches in the game, and Alonso got hit near his shoulder helmet flat area, which knocked him to the ground in the ninth. Alonso, who was seen spitting blood, tried to go to first base, but Showalter did not allow him to do so. Alonso later came back out to the dugout with an ice pack around his mouth area and appeared to be okay after this scary moment. Oh boy. Luckily, Alonso confirmed after the game that he did not lose any teeth, and he also cleared the concussion protocol. Alonso came away with a fat lip, which was the best case scenario in this situation. Following McGill's exit, May Adam Ottavito, Seth Lugo, and Edwin Diaz combined for a total of 4 innings, allowing one run to shut the door. The Mets hold the best record on opening day in MLB history with Thursday evening's victory. They now improve to 40-21 all time in their first game of the regular season. Star pitcher Max Scherzer will take the mound against his old team. Well, I don't know about that one. I wasn't here for that one, but for the second game of the series, Scherzer, who has been dealing with a hamstring hiccup, was cleared to make his first scheduled start um tomorrow after passing the fielding test. Well, yeah, I wasn't here for that one right there, so that's just pretty much it is what it is. So yeah, there you go right there.
Listen, that's gonna do it for this episode right here, man. You like what you heard in today's episode right here. Listen, all you need to do is basically show some love by making a charitable donation to my Cash App, which is G Money Stacks 555. That's dollar sign capital G, lowercase MONEY, capital S, lowercase TACKZ 555. Once again, it's not about breaking the bank. It's all about doing the best you can on what you can afford. Whatever you can afford will be appreciated. So there you go, right there. Um, hold on a second. Hold on a second here. And by the way, we're gonna go to the last segment of the night. I'm not gonna do podcast free game right now because I want to actually get this thing over with as far as anything goes. So we're gonna go to uh stream choices on the go. And you guys and folks out there that's listening out there in the YouTube and of course all streaming platforms and stuff like that. Um Make sure you follow me on 17 Live so you can so and alongside with the Instagram handle, which is Excellent Fun Vibrant Podcast. Make sure you follow that and catch up with all the episodes. That's also on all the streaming platforms as well. Make sure you follow my other show, Meticulous Vibe Juice Podcast, and also my number one show that's over 135. That's 135 episodes already, which is Off the Meat Rack Chains New York podcast on Facebook and Instagram. Make sure you do some catching up with the episodes on there as well. And of course, follow me on the gram, which is G Money Stacks 555 in Queens, New York. Make sure you turn on your notifications for updates and when the episodes is going to be dropping. Of course, I'm going to be dropping questions depending on what it is. So here we go. Um anyway, man. So let me let you know where you can watch the episodes of the where you can listen and watch the episodes and stuff, you know what I mean? So we're gonna get into um the streaming platforms and the go. Um make sure you if you have any questions for me, any topics that you want me to talk about, especially in sports, as far as baseball, as far as basketball, as far as like anything in regards to whatever it is, um I will actually look into it. And on the link that says Linktree / Excellent Fun Vibrant Podcast, you want to make sure you go to the link and then you tap on it and then you're gonna see the name of the show. I added the the voicemail message for the listeners out there that have an opportunity to leave a voice message in the anchor page where it has all the episodes and stuff. So when you click on there, you're going to see the word message on the anchor.fm page, and you can record with your phone, you can record with your laptop as well. So, um speaking of Anchor, make sure you subscribe and follow Excellent Fun Vibrant Podcast, and along with my other two shows um um on these streaming platforms right here, which is Anchor, Audible, Audacity, Amazon Music, Breaker, Castbox FM, Deezer, Listen Notes, Moon FM, Podcast, Player FM, Pocket Cast, Podfriend, Podorama, Podopolo, Podcast Addict, Podcast Index, Podchaser, Podverse, Reason FM, Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn, Google Podcast, Radio Radio Public. Don't forget to leave a 5-star rating for Excellent Fun Vibrant Podcast, the Sports Edition show on Podchaser, Podfriend, and of course Spotify as well. And you can also follow the podcast on iHeartRadio, the number one app for music, radio, and podcasts. Make sure you follow that along with Meticulous Rogers podcast and Off the Meat Rack Chains New York podcast. All three of my podcast shows are on Audacity and, of course, obviously iHeartRadio as well. So you guys can listen to um, the episodes of your choices. Make sure you subscribe and follow. You know what I'm saying? Um, and last but not least, the YouTube. Make sure you grab that subscribe button and tap the noti bell so you can be reminded of when the show goes in the air via live stream. Um, Stay tuned for more video content, upcoming episodes. Make sure you catch up on the new and previous episodes, and of course leave a like and a comment along with the episodes and topics that was discussed. And of course, make sure you are downloading the episodes, sharing the videos, and of course, make sure you tell a friend to another friend, and of course, make sure you are spreading the word. Word of mouth is important, and of course, um, your feedback is important as well. All right. And of course, don't forget to share the podcast along with the link that says Linktree / Excellent Fun Vibrant Podcast, along with your wives, your husbands, your boyfriends, your girlfriends, your friends, and of course, if they are looking for something to ease the mind off of things, as far as like mentally, physically, and spiritually, because that's what really matters here, though. So you know what I'm saying. And of course, that's gonna do it for me. That's gonna do it for me. Remember, the grind doesn't stop. Hard work pays off, and don't rush the process, especially for people out there that's actually interested in making a podcast. Oh, that's making a podcast and stuff like that. Don't worry about the numbers. Don't worry about the numbers. As far as like the amount of analytics and stuff, don't worry about that. As long as you got so many people that's supporting your goals and dreams, that's what really matters here. So it's not about them, it's all about what makes you happy mentally, physically, and spiritually. All right. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the weekend. I'll be back next Sunday. Same time, same place, same New York channel. Same same man cave, bat cave channel. All right. Peace and one love, and
Have yourself a good night.